Trump dismisses U.S. attorney after she urged border agents to adhere to immigration laws. Michele Beckwith has been dismissed from her role as a federal prosecutor in Sacramento, shortly after she reminded Border Patrol agents of their obligation to comply with lawful practices during immigration operations. According to reports from the New York Times, Beckwith's termination followed her warning that agents should not detain individuals arbitrarily within her jurisdiction. On July 15th, she received an email informing her of President Trump's order for her termination. This email arrived just hours after a conversation she had with Gregory Bovino, head of the Border Patrol's El Centro unit, who was preparing for an immigration raid in Sacramento. Beckwith notified Bovino that per a federal court ruling from April, agents were required to adhere to lawful detention protocols, underscoring that arbitrary stops were unconstitutional. Prior to her dismissal, she reiterated her stance on compliance in an email. Approximately 6 hours later, she discovered her work devices were disabled, and she received her termination notice through personal email. Despite her dismissal, Bovino continued with his planned immigration raid at a local Home Depot, where he publicly declared that no city in the U.S. could be considered a sanctuary. Bovino also stated that Beckwith's communications portrayed a bias towards law enforcement, asserting that the Border Patrol is compliant with constitutional standards. On September 8th, the Supreme Court ruled that immigration agents might detain individuals based solely on subjective criteria, such as race and language, negating prior restrictions from a Los Angeles ruling. Beckwith's firing is seen as part of a broader trend of dismissals within the administration of those not aligned with the president's directives. Following Trump's recent actions, U.S. Attorney Eric Siebert was also pressured to resign. Beckwith has publicly criticized her termination, expressing her commitment to uphold the law and the Constitution.